Welcome back. There is an opioid crisis in this country, a public health emergency that needs to be addressed at every level of society.
Well, there is one unique plan to battle addiction. It is local and it's working. Sports Director Grant Meese joins us in the studio with a story you'll only see on News 5. Grant.
Rob and Elizabeth, the regular 12-step program that many people struggling with addiction have used, they're a huge benefit to those that choose to take part in them, but oftentimes they fall short. And this is where a place like the Phoenix Sober Active Community steps in, and it provides another outlet.
Come on, Jimmy! This is what joy looks like to Jimmy Ernst. Pure, unbridled happiness and joy.
Refreshing, really, that there was a place that I could go to, being an addict, and be able to push out all of my aggression.
Phoenix Multisport looks like any other CrossFit gym, but it is so much more to these happy souls. Every single person in this room is clean and sober from drugs and alcohol, and they plan to stay that way. Your regular 12-step program, this is not.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hit it! 5 fast burpees! Jimmy lost everything. The Colorado Springs native started drinking when he was in the Navy and then transitioned to using methamphetamines.
I was on the streets. The only thing I didn't have was a tent to sleep in, but I was finding spots to sleep in, old friends, people that I was doing drugs with. I was taking a shower maybe once a week.
He joined a rock band and he said the drug use got worse. His rock bottom moment came when he met his son.
It really wasn't a factor to me. It didn't really hit me hard until I lost everything, and then I woke up and I realized that I have a son that needs his dad.
Under the watchful eyes of managers Todd and Kaylee Jones, good job, man. This space off Highway 24 is filled with those seeking a new life and the ever-present voice of trainer Chris Hoppy. Drive, knee out, chest up!
I didn't necessarily drink every day, but what happened when I drank, I was a blackout drinker. And then I started to wake up in jail, and I started to wake up in the hospital, and I started to wake up and had wrecked cars and different cities and things like that. So stuff that my life just basically became unmanageable.
He knows their struggle with addiction firsthand. But like those he trains, Chris needed more than just talking in a counseling room to get clean.
CrossFit was a natural fit for me. It was a supportive community that was based on, a healthy lifestyle. It was awesome, so I gravitated to that, and then I found the Phoenix, and it was sober people that did CrossFit. And I was like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing I've ever done in my life, and I've been involved ever since.
He barks signals, asks for one more.
Keep it moving.
Knowing that the pain they feel now is better than the pain they felt when they were addicted.
They're embarking on something that will absolutely change their life for the better for the rest of their life. And you're gonna have a group of people that's gonna help you do it every step of the way.
These are just two stories of the millions of Americans and the dozens of people you'll meet at the Phoenix that battle addiction every day. They found recovery here. Without it, who knows?
To be able to provide a physical outlet as well as a recovery outlet in the same time, you kill two birds with one stone.
Now, just about everybody watching tonight has had or has someone in their family or loved ones that's battled substance abuse. I know I have. And they might benefit from a program like the Phoenix. Their information, we're getting it on the website, KOAA.com right now. You'll also find information about how you can get involved if you want to help the nonprofit go out and really change some lives.
That's really cool. And I like the name Phoenix.
Yes.
Rising from the ashes.
Recovery. Yeah.
Love it.
Great stuff.
Thanks, Grant.